It's day 17 of the No Media series. For all you new viewers out there, this series is about me disengaging from the abundant media sources, abundant information that's mostly negative, that infiltrates our brains and clouds our judgment. This includes social media, apps like Instagram, YouTube. Yes, YouTube is social media. Movies, news articles, everything that has any sort of negative information, I try to minimize and I try to not engage in whatsoever. So the only sources of information that I can get is books, physical conversations with people, and of course, some media outlets and some media sources are not escapable. Let's say I'm in work, right? And the radio is playing. I'm not going to turn off the radio for 100 people just because I'm doing some sort of series, you know? So in these cases, yeah, I just let it play in the background. Do I pay attention? Sometimes, you can't escape it. Sometimes it's like, oh, I wonder what they're saying, but it's never anything interesting. It's never anything important, never anything memorable. So yeah, this is where I document on how I feel every single day when I disengage from these negative sources. So, what did I notice today on day 17? Well, I noticed that I need a lot less stuff. I've only been thinking about it for the past couple of days there, but I need less stuff. I haven't bought anything in a very long time now since I started the series and even before. And I don't want to buy anything. I don't need to fill my life with different materialistic items because, one, I'm not influenced by anything. Like the influences that are physically around me, like the people wearing different clothing or maybe people driving different cars, like I can't even describe what materialistic objects are around me because I feel like most of them are being marketed to us on social media. So me not having this social media, I don't feel like buying anything. And for the foreseeable future, I don't think I will buy anything. I'm doing quite the opposite. I'm selling most of my stuff. Like literally, I'm going around my house looking for stuff that I can sell that I do not need anymore so I can have a more minimalistic lifestyle. Like, you need less stuff. You become content with what you have. And even things that you do have that you don't use anymore, you see that as extra stressors. You see that as stuff that clouds your mind because in the hind in your what's that called, hindbrain, whatever, it's in the back of your head, you know that you have this stuff, you know that this stuff is not being used, so it kind of clouds your mind. It doesn't really help you think clearly. So getting rid of this stuff is my solution. So literally sold my kite surfing equipment, well, selling it tomorrow. I showed my camper van to someone which I'm also selling. So even that, because I'm not using it so often, I feel like selling. So it's all basically to buy maybe a house soon enough, but still, I feel like minimizing the amount of items and the amount of materialistic possessions that I have in my life. Another thing I noticed that I don't really care about social media or anything anymore. I noticed that it was all a habit. It wasn't a enjoyable experience using YouTube. It wasn't an enjoyable experience using Instagram, even though I used it very little. It wasn't an enjoyable experience using Facebook or any other apps that I disengaged from using. It wasn't an enjoyable experience. It was a habit. It was something that I was doing every single day for a set period of time. I was going on my phone, scrolling through different apps, looking at memes. And you know what? It didn't add any quality to my life. It didn't add any happiness. It didn't add any joy. Maybe for the moment, it added some kind of distraction, but that's all it was. You don't miss it. Once you once you kind of kick the habit, once you stop engaging in it, and it becomes less of a habit, once you break the habit, basically I'm describing breaking a habit. Once you break the habit, you don't feel like doing it. It's very logical. I mean, it's like I'm explaining this like a 3-year-old, but yeah, you don't feel like doing it, which is just a bit interesting to me. You know, I thought that I'll miss it more. I thought that, going on YouTube and stuff will be tempting for me to watch some videos, because I still go on YouTube to comment, to reply to your comments or to post these videos. I thought it'll be tempting to watch something like, oh, look who posted. But no, I don't care. Like, I have enough to be doing. So that's an interesting observation. Really don't find anything interesting anymore. That's like outside of my own personal life. So yeah, if that's if that's another reason for you to try this challenge or this series or whatever challenge, yeah, if you want to try this challenge, then it's pretty cool. So yeah, I wanted to mention something else. What was it that I wanted to mention? I can't remember. I'm too tired. I must start recording these videos a little bit earlier in the day, because recording these videos just before bed, it's like I just want to sleep. So yeah, that's something that I'm going to change in the future. Anyways, if I remember, I'm going to make sure to tell you guys tomorrow. Until then, like, share, subscribe. Make sure to show these videos to your friends. Maybe try these challenges yourself, and yeah, there's only a positive outcome to all of this. So thanks for watching, and as always, peace.